All right, Baja Adventure, day 3. Can't wait to see what surprises the road holds for me today. We're leaving Puertecitos, amazing little hot spring town, I guess, and we're headed farther south. The plan for today is just to bang out as many miles as we can and get to the farthest southern point on our route so that we can kind of take our time coming back up and hit all the good stuff. Uh-oh. Military checkpoint. I guess they randomly have these military checkpoints out on the highway every few hundred miles or so, and you gotta stop your car, cut off the engine, open all the doors, and let them poke through all your things. I guess just to make sure you're not smuggling anything or anyone. Now, incidentally, I should mention that I am a weed smoker, marijuana, but just at night to help me sleep. I usually just take a few puffs before bed, you know, and if I wake up in the middle of the night, well, I didn't bring any weed down here. I'm not stupid. I didn't want to get in any trouble. So I have nothing to worry about. That my car is clean as a whistle. It's just an inconvenience to stop and be searched. All right, to celebrate a successful military checkpoint crossing, I got some delicious peanuts and a little mini Coke. How cool is that? It's only 100 calories. They're calorie conscious down here. Gotta have my road snacks if we're gonna be driving all day. Man, this desert down here is absolutely spectacular. I guess this is part of the Coloradan desert, I think. Just amazing. I mean, a lot of ocotillos, and I've seen some saguaros and creosote, some cholla, and then there's these really cool trees that I don't know what they are. I've never seen anything like it. They appear to grow right out of the sand, and they have really fat, juicy looking trunks. Hopefully we get a chance to camp in an area like this one of the nights that we're on this trip, because it's friggin' beautiful. Okay, yikes. Well, we took a detour to go check out this place called Coco's Corner. I don't really know what it is. It's in an amazingly beautiful desert, but it's on a dirt road. And man, the guy who's leading our expedition, I think his name should be Larry Leadfoot. I feel like I'm in some kind of Baja off-road rally trying to keep up with these people without breaking an axle or blowing out a tire. It's kind of nerve-wracking. And here we are, Coco's Corner. Wow, what is this? Oh my god, it looks very interesting. There's panties hanging on the wall, look. Wow, this place is a trip. I mean, I guess it's just kind of a weird little tourist attraction in the middle of nowhere. A couple of bathrooms, free camping. Oh, look at all these turlets. Wow, there's a TV too, so you can sit on the toilet and watch TV. Wow. Man, I feel like I did not bring enough stickers up here, because everywhere you go, everyone leaves all their stickers. So that was a jukebox at one time, I guess. And there's the TV. And then here's the cab of some old truck. Oh my word, with a friggin' Tecate can hanging from a Christmas tree on top, because why not? And then there's this ginormous tire. I mean, for reference, it's like up to my waist. But all joking aside, I guess I should probably use this restroom while I'm here, because, well, you know, my habit when I'm cruising around the U.S. is I'll just pull over to the side of the road and pop a squat. I have to pee a lot. I have a small bladder. I'm a small person. And I don't mind just going behind a bush. But I'm not really sure. Well, A, I'm not really sure what the custom is down here. And B, I feel like my traveling partners are in such an all-fired hurry that they wouldn't want to wait for me. Here we go. Yikes. Hey man, it is what it is. Ooh, much better. Okay. I mean, I guess maybe this is like a bar and a cafe or something. It's just not open yet. I don't know. It's just this guy sitting out front in a wheelchair. And then all these sexy undies, giant undies actually. I mean, look at the size of that. I mean, again, for reference. Well, I guess I can't really show you, but dang, look at the size of them chonies. Woo! Oh my God, this guy who lives in here, I guess his nickname is Coco, he is amazing. And I really want to shoot footage of him, but I feel like weirdly exploitative because he's in a wheelchair and he lost both of his legs because a water tank fell on them and crushed them. He's 80, he'll be 84 in 3 weeks. Oh gosh, he's amazing. There's the corner of his wheelchair. But I guess Coco's Corner isn't, well, it's not a bar and it's not a cafe. It's not even a gas station. It's really just his house. I mean, he let us come in and look around his house, and it was actually really interesting. But I felt bad for the guy because I think maybe he used to get a lot more visitors before they built the new highway. I think the new highway maybe was rerouted around his old place, or somehow he lost his old place and now he just kind of hangs out here in the middle of nowhere, waiting for whatever people happen to pass by down this long, bumpy, dirt side road. Oh, super friendly guy. He offered me a drink, but I said I better not because, well, the way my friends are driving, I gotta keep both hands on the wheel and all my faculties about me. Wow. Now that was definitely worth the detour. I mean, when you see how simply that dude is living out here, it makes you realize that we city people in America and Europe really have nothing to complain about. He seemed pretty happy too. Look, there's one of the trees I'm talking about. It's just beautiful. It almost looks like the trunk is like a succulent. You know, it's all fat and swollen with water. And then look at the size of these ocotillos. This desert is maybe my new favorite desert. I'm not kidding. I say that about a lot of deserts, but this time I mean it. Anyway, back on the road. Yikes, man. This is actually borderline terrifying. I don't know, call me old-fashioned, but I'll speed a little bit. You know, I'll go 5 or 10 over the speed limit depending on what it is. But man, we're going like between 80 and 90 miles an hour on a pretty narrow 2-lane road with a lot of potholes. And I'm pretty sure that we're going like double the speed limit. But I don't want to be a wet blanket and complain. Yikes! Or as they say down here in Mexico, yikes! Anyway, I think we only have another maybe hour, 2 hours to drive, depending on how fast we go. I think we're going to this place called Guerrero Negro today. I think that's our final destination. Not sure. But it's a long, lonely drive through the middle of nowhere. I thought Nevada was desolate. Woo! This country puts Nevada and just about anywhere else I've been in the United States to shame. I mean, there are long stretches where there is absolutely nothing, let alone gas. Oh, looks like we're pulling in someplace. Okay, we just stopped for a minute because there's Wi-Fi here and my friend wanted to check something. And there's the cutest little puppy here. Oh my God, that dog probably has rabies times 1,000. Hi, Baylor, I love you. Well, unfortunately, I get 0 cell signal anywhere down here. Verizon, and I didn't buy a Mexican SIM card, so. Well, while they're checking their messages, I'll just finish saying what I was going to say about the gas stations. I mean, gosh, there must be like 100 miles between gas stations out here. And the woman that I was talking to this morning at Puertecitos Hot Spring was telling me that, you know, make sure you gas up in Gonzaga Bay because from there's, you know, you might not be able to make it to the next gas station. You might have to stop at the Barrels. I was like, the Barrels? What's that? Well, come to find out, it's these guys that bring 55-gallon barrels of gasoline and post up on the highway. We just passed them about 15 minutes ago. Unfortunately, I didn't have my GoPro running, but these dudes at the side of the highway with a couple 55-gallon barrels of gas in the back of their pickup truck, and I'm sure they sell it at a premium. But I mean, if you needed gas, man, whew, you'd be glad to pay whatever it cost. Although she also told me there's kind of like a highway service out here, or in Mexico in general, called the Green Angels that patrol the paved highway supposedly, and will give you free gas if you run out. Free gas. I have a hard time believing that. I haven't seen anything like that all day, but I mean, we topped off per her recommendation in Gonzaga Bay. I have a feeling I might have gotten taken advantage of, let's just say, because I had to pay cash in dollars because I didn't even get pesos. My friend said you could just use dollars everywhere down here. Well, I had like 3/4 of a tank, so I only needed like a quarter tank, and it was $30. I have a feeling they took advantage of us, but hey, like I said, I guess it was better than having to buy it from the barrels, because God knows how much that guy would have charged. Okay, well, we just did a map consultation. That's why he stopped, so he could use the signal to look at his GPS. And we have 5 more hours to go. We're not just going to, I thought we were just going to Guerrero Negro today. Or Guerrero Negro, excuse me. That which is only an hour from here. No, we're going, I can't remember the name of the other place, but it's 5 hours from here. And well, our plan is we don't want to drive after dark because it's not considered safe here. For several reasons. 1, the potholes in the road. 2, there's cows that wander out into the road. And 3, apparently there's a higher incidence of carjackings after dark. Yikes! So we don't want to drive after dark. It gets dark around 5 and it's just afternoon now. So 5 hours to where we want to camp. I don't know if we're going to make it, man. He said, let's just play it by ear and see how time goes. And I did ask him to please not go faster than like 85. Oh my God, yikes. I don't know. Maybe his speedometer's broken because he seems to not realize how fast he's going. I just said I don't want to die. You know what I mean? Because there are a lot, and I mean a lot, of roadside shrines at the side of this highway. Waiting in line at another military checkpoint, and there's some kind of like really tiny settlement out here, which is just fascinating to me. Like, I mean, there was all these kids that were just playing soccer in a patch of dirt over there. It's like, how are there that many kids in this? Well, it's not even a town. It's like 1, 2, 3 buildings. All right, cleared that checkpoint. And guess what, man? We can actually see the Pacific Ocean now. Not just the Sea of Cortez anymore. We're all the way over on the, well, I guess we've crossed the peninsula, and, well, by gum, there's the mighty Pacific. Right over there. Ugh. Wow, that was interesting, man. We just passed from Baja California Norte into Baja California Sur, which means Baja California North into Baja California South. I didn't realize that Baja California is actually 2 separate states, and we just crossed the border into the southern one. Yeehaw! And as part of that, well, I just had to get fumigated. Well, I had to have my temperature taken to make sure I don't have COVID, which I guess I passed that test. And then they sprayed our cars with some kind of, well, who knows what kind of ungodly poison for the low, low cost of $2 US. Man, I'm running out of money. I didn't anticipate having to spend this much cash down here. I thought I would be able to use my card for gas, and I didn't expect to have to pay to camp every night, so I gotta find an ATM because I am running short on cash. Alright, we just gassed up in Guerrero Negro, and I think it's about another 170 miles to where we're going. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but I think we just passed through some kind of time change. That's what the guy said. I don't have cell signal, so I have no idea what time it is. So it might be actually 3 o'clock. Either way, I feel like we got about 3 more hours of daylight, so we should be good to get where we're going safely. oh my God, we made it. That was, I feel like I was driving the Cannonball Run. That was one of the longest days I've ever had in my life. I think we drove about 500 miles, so kind of like the equivalent of driving from Las Vegas to San Francisco. But, I mean, the whole thing was on a really narrow 2-lane road where there really was no shoulder, so passing was like, yikes, and anytime a big rig came towards you, it was like, yikes. And well, we were going pretty fast. I'll just leave it at that. Anyway, thankfully, we got here, although we did violate one of our safety rules, and it was just after dark by the time we rolled up to this beach campground. I don't even know where we are, to be honest. It's Salcedo. Oh gosh, now I gotta look it up. I mean, I'm just following my friends here. Anyway, we rolled up to the beach. There's little palapas. We pulled up at a palapa, and there's a little like cantina, bar, and restaurant, and we're friggin' starving from driving all day. So we just ordered some food. We're having some drinks, and then thank goodness, my one friend, the guy who's leading, he's the guy who drew up the itinerary, and he has tomorrow set aside as a rest day. We're just gonna kind of hang out here locally, which I'm really looking forward to because I need to get some sleep. But for now, I need to get back to my margarita, and then I ordered some grilled shrimp, or grilled shrimp, as they say down here. Camarones. Fresh camarones from the Sea of Cortez. I can't wait. I gotta be super quiet because we're camping on this beach, kind of like in a bay, I guess, where there's like palapa huts that you rent, and you park right next to the palapa hut. But the palapa huts are like real close together, so there's like 2 Mexican guys sleeping in tents about 5 feet that way, and then my friends are like 5 feet that way. So I just, I told my friends I gotta call it an early night. I'm exhausted. 8 hours of driving, 500 miles, and then a delicious grilled shrimp dinner and a margarita. I'm ready for bed, man. So I got my bed ready to go. I can't wait. Ugh. But before I do that, I gotta finish transferring all this dang footage so I can make these dang videos. Once that's done, I'm hitting the sack. But I have a feeling that when I wake up in the morning, that was my friends just walking by with their headlamps. There's a bathroom, but it's like pretty far away. Anyway, I have a feeling when I wake up in the morning and the sun comes up over this bay, it's going to be friggin' awesome, and I'm going to be super stoked that I came here. The good news is, this is the farthest south we're going on this trip, so we don't have to do any more driving other than back up north towards home. So we're just spending the rest of the 8 days making our way back north towards the border. Tomorrow's kind of a 0 day. We're just hanging out here. So hallelujah. Looking forward to that. But even more than that, I'm looking forward to sleepy time. I'll catch up with you in the morning.